Gas prices are way up. Food is going up. Stock market is down. It's kind of a bad time, and everybody is saying that we are either going into a recession or that we are currently already in a recession and the government just hasn't called it yet. But here's the silver lining. Great riches, fortunes, homesteads can be made in a recession, and today I'm going to tell you exactly how to take advantage of what's going to be going on the next 6 to 18 months. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Bo Brotherton, and welcome to the Better Together Homestead. You guys, my family, about in 2015, I saw some crazy things going on, and I decided to go ahead and buy 7.5 acres in Central Texas and then save up money in order to be able to buy the property, but then also in order to move my family out of the suburbs and onto our property. We did things a little crazy. We converted a 800 square foot shed into our full-time home. One thing that my wife wanted whenever we knew that we were going to move to our property is she knew that she did not want a mortgage. So we were able to do everything debt-free. These principles allowed us to be able to make 100% of our money from online and from our property. And I want to be able to teach you because there are 3 kinds of people that watch our channel. And I would say that watch any kind of homesteading channel. The first one are the people that, honestly, they just do it for entertainment. They want to live their life through people that share it online through Instagram and YouTube. They want to live through the people. They don't think that they're ever going to own land. For whatever reason, they just want to watch just for entertainment. The third one, we're going to skip the second one for now. The third one, they're already homesteading and they need to watch the how-to videos of how to make compost tea, how to milk a cow, those things. They're already homesteading and they are looking for those how-to videos. The second one in the middle, that's the group that we're really excited about. That's the group that are currently not homesteading. That's the group of people, the viewer, if that's you, that is you, that you're the person that you are now in your life where Kelly and I were 5 years ago, before we bought land or right whenever we bought the land, and we just didn't know how to get from the suburbs and return to the land. It's a hard thing and it's a long process, but that's where we want to be able to go, is to teach you. And you're the person that definitely 100% are going to homestead someday. You have the grit, you have the gumption that you're gonna do it. And for you, this is the time that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for prices of land to go down. You've been waiting for stocks to go down. You're wanting to be able to take advantage of just a little bit of cheaper prices. If we're in a recession, this is your time. Okay, so I have 7 tips that are gonna help you how to prepare your homestead for the coming recession. Number 1 is gonna be learn to grow fodder trees. I know that this sounds a little weird where you're talking about recession, you're talking about things, but right now you have 6 to 18 months that you're gonna be able to try to really, really work as hard as you absolutely can to make as much money as you absolutely can and to get as many skills as you can. And learning how to propagate and grow trees that someday will be able to feed animals on your homestead, that's what you need to do. I recommend Rare Plant Store. I'll put the link down below right here to where this is where I get my fodder trees. And you guys, things are exploding here on our property. I'm actually being able to go and cut some of these mulberry leaves, these hybrid poplar and these willow leaves, and feed them to my cows whenever feed costs are going up and up and up. And here in the summer, everything is brown here in Texas, and this is our one thing that is green that I can feed my animals, because it really is one of the easiest ways to be able to add dollars back into your pocket and save on feed costs. Okay, so number 2 on how to prepare your homestead for the coming recession is start collecting rainwater. Now, I would not at all go into debt on buying, 2,500 gallon rain tanks. Don't do that, because I honestly think that prices will probably come down here soon. Everything in inflation going on right now. I don't know if you know, food costs are going up, things like coffee exploding. Gas is now costing over $100 for us to fill up our tank when it used to cost like $45 to be able to fill up our tank. It's insane. You might not know is that things like fertilizer around the world are crazy expensive. And so learning how to harvest rainwater, because rainwater has all of the good minerals that your plants need for a garden, for your fruit trees, for propagating them, because you can be able to learn how to do things like making compost tea. I'm going to be doing videos here in the future about our compost tea method, but that's really where a huge focus that I am doing here in the future on our homestead is I want to teach you guys how to get to the homestead, but here while I'm on my homestead, I need to prepare it. And things like compost tea is the things that are going to add biology, add life into our really dead sandy soil. So if you have rainwater, then you can more easily make better compost tea. So even if it's just taking a 5-gallon bucket and putting it underneath a rain gutter, then do it. Just start collecting some rainwater and learning what to do with it. Okay, number 3, start composting. So I know that there's a lot of people that would say, go ahead and start gardening. I wouldn't. I would start composting now. If you want to go and buy some starts at a big box store, starter, tomatoes, cucumbers, all that, definitely do it if you have the funds. If you don't have the funds to be able to do that, just start composting. I know that if you're in an apartment, it's going to be a little bit harder, so you might have to do something a little bit different, like have a worm bin, which is by far the best that you could be able to do. So if you have even just a backyard suburban lot, then you can definitely start composting. You're going to be able to pair your finished compost with your rainwater and be able to make compost tea. And I wish that I would have started making compost tea day 1 that we bought this property, but definitely day 1 that we moved onto this property, because I would have so much better soil. So compost tea, taking that rainwater of number 2 with composting number 3, you can then make compost tea to be able to feed your property. Because I guarantee you, even if you don't have money now, these are the skills within the next 18 months that you want to be able to have. Because whenever a deal comes along and then you can buy it, you want to be ready. Okay, so number 4, cut down your expenses. And when I say cut down, I mean like way down. Okay, so definitely call and cancel all of your Netflix, your Hulu, your Disney Plus, your Paramount Plus, or how many pluses, like all the pluses. Cut that out, cancel those, right? Especially if you're in debt, cut out any kind of subscription model. If it doesn't make you income, then you need to cancel it. You need to cut it out of your budget. If you have an expensive iPhone, if you're not making money off of it, then sell it. Get a cheaper one. If you have an expensive one, sell it, get that cash, and be able to buy a cheaper one and hold that cash. Speaking of phones, one way to cut down your expenses is get a prepaid cell plan. So we currently use Mint Mobile, mainly just because I think that Ryan Reynolds is funny and I like his Mint Mobile ads.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here with a deal from Mint Mobile to tell you about that. It's so freaking huge, I asked Epic Voice Guy to translate it into summer blockbuster.
In a world where big wireless companies...
Also, you can start shopping around for your car insurance, your home insurance, your rental insurance. You can be able to shop these things around and you usually can get a lower rate. For any kind of subscriptions that you really are not using very often, that if you're just using it once every quarter or something, cut it out. Lastly, an easy way to be able to save money is to shop in bulk, things like Costco or Azure Standard. If you want to learn how to cut down your expenses, stop going out to eat and learn how to cook. It's great for survival and it saves on your monthly budget. Things like cooking a chicken, where if you're spending crazy amount of money, then you're just going to go buy boneless chicken breasts. Don't do that. That's a waste of money. Go buy a whole chicken. So most people don't know how to cook a whole chicken. A whole chicken, you can actually make 3 meals out of it. You can first cook the bird and actually have the meal off of that. Then usually you have some leftover meat. A lot of the chicken breasts, you'll have that. And you can make like things like sandwiches. Then third, you can take the bones, You can put it in like an Instant Pot or a crock pot, and you can make bone broth. And then that bone broth, you can, just drink it for healthy, reasons, or you can make a soup out of that bone broth and make like a stew. Put some veggies in there. That's your third meal. That is a way that you can extend the use of your own groceries. So that's how you save money. All right, y'all, number 5. This one, it's going to be controversial. I know, I'm sorry. It's a skill. Number 5, learn how to increase your income. So here's the deal. No joke. I'm going to slow down my speech a little bit. You have 6 to 18 months to be able to make as much money as you possibly can. This is the time. So everybody says, buy low, sell high. Well, we already went through the highs. The government printed more money in like 2 years than they had in 40 years. Everything's crashing right now. The stock market is 20 to some stocks are 30, 40, 50% down. It's probably going to keep going down. This is absolutely not investment advice. I am not an investment advisor. I'm not even an investing channel. But what I'm saying is for the next 6 to 18 months, so many things are going to go on sale. So we need to make as much money as we possibly can within the next 18 months. So that's learn a new skill, get the second job, start that new side gig, sell. You guys just go through your house and start selling stuff to be able to accumulate as much cash in your bank account. You go ahead and start the flip life, like to where you go and you go to a garage sale and then you come back and you sell it on Amazon or Walmart or somewhere or eBay. You can definitely flip things right now to be able to make as much money. Nobody's giving you land. The government will never give you land. You're not going to get inherited land if you don't already know that. And if you know that, then you're probably not watching this video. So talking to you, that middle person, that person who has everything in there, that you dream of building a homestead every single second of your life, that you watch on YouTube, and you're not just trying to get entertainment, you're not just trying to live your life through Justin Rose, the Hollers, Roots and Refuge. You're not just trying to live through these people and be entertained by them. That when you watch it, it aches inside of you. That you get mad because this is something that you want so bad, but you can't get it. If you're that person, you guys, we're here to help you. We want to, Kelly and I, it is our passion to be able to help you, the middle person, that you have everything that you need to be able to make this life possible. Figure out a way to make as much money. Talk to your spouse, talk to your kids and say, you guys, we have 6 to 18 months that we need to bring in as much money as we possibly can. That's what I'm doing right now. This is the time that you're able to double your income. Some people, this is the time that you're able to add a 0 at the end of your net worth in this recession. So not to say that you're going to make it all in 18 months, but you're accumulating those assets now. You're accumulating that cash now so that whenever you start seeing things on sale, you can buy it. You have to increase your income first. Learn how to do it. Research it and make it happen. I cannot want this more for you than you want it for yourself. All right, number 6 is going to be store up as many commodities as you can. Start learning how to store gas. Jack Spirko of the Survival Podcast has a great method where you get 12 gas cans and you label it and you buy one at a time, 1 gas can per month. It's a really good system. Go look it up, do your research. Other commodities are going to be things like farm animals. We are really focused on accumulating more cattle. Even though we have a very small property, livestock costs are going way up. So we want to be able to accumulate cattle whenever things start coming into sale. Things like feed are going up. So the cost to buy the animals is going up. So farmers are now selling their animals. I think that the cost of cattle will go down in this recession. So I'm going to start accumulating those animals. So I'm focused on cattle because I'm here on my property now. But things like gas, like food. Learn how to store food. Learn how to make sourdough bread. So learn how to store up flour so that you can always have bread to make. Now I'm not talking about gold or Bitcoin in terms of commodities right now. We're not there yet, But you need to learn how to take care of your family first. Now, it's the time to pounce. You start seeing deals come up and you're watching these prices. You're on Craigslist, you're on eBay. You start watching these prices start coming down. Now's the time. You've accumulated some cash. So things like land, cars, maybe a generator, water tanks, farm animals, especially, again, I'm looking for discounts on cattle coming up at a discount that I can be able to purchase. Stocks, Bitcoin, gold, again, if you're into that. Things like fencing materials. Like if there's a big sale and someone's trying to get rid of all of their cattle panels, go buy it if it's a good deal, because those things are never going to go bad. Things like tools. Holy moly, tools. People probably over leverage themselves on tools, starting a business because things were booming, and then a recession hits. They have to start putting them on Craigslist, eBay, or they just go to a pawn shop and they do that. This is when pawn shops make all of their money, is during these recessions when people are out of work and getting laid off. Okay, just to wrap it up, I have to apologize right now. I'm sorry that I am passionate about this. I'm not trying to put your feet in the fire or make, some of my viewers, especially the ones that just watch this to be entertained. I don't want to make you feel stressed or make you scared. This is not a preparedness channel, doomsday prepper stuff. I'm not trying to spread fear. But this is what I've been saying since COVID started, that you need to start getting ready to advance your life now. Because what Jack Spirko says, that if you do not make a plan for your life, then someone else is going to make a plan for you. This is the time that I am ready to start making the most out of these next 18 months, is to be able to make as much money as I can, to accumulate as much cash as I can. And once these assets start coming down, this is where I'm going to try to put every single penny that I can into buying assets that are going to increase in value over time. Again, like stocks, Bitcoin, livestock animals, this is what I'm trying to accumulate. I want to be able to help you live a life that has less stress and more freedom. So please put down in the comments, what did I miss? What are you looking at? If you're looking at a recession, let me know if I'm spreading fear, if I'm scaring you or something. Please keep me in check. If you think that we're not going in a recession at all, let me know if you have full trust that the government is going to be able to take care of us. They're going to start printing money again. I want to know if I'm wrong or not. Also, I'm going to put a video right here on how to buy a homestead with no money. I challenge you to watch the entirety of the video. Don't just stop the video once I say learn how to make more money. I think it's really going to help you over this next, again, 6 to 18 months as we go into a possible recession. Okay, I'm going to go get to work right now. I invite you to do the same.